Hey everybody, welcome to Math 108, Accelerated Intermediate Algebra this semester. My name is Mr. Chen and I will be your instructor for this class. I want to thank you all for watching this 108 Welcome Syllabus video. So in this video, I will show you how to navigate D2L, explain the syllabus, go over your first week assignment called the syllabus quiz, and I will also discuss how you will proceed in this online class. So normally when you first click on our class, okay, this is our homepage, which is also where the announcement page is. So every week you will get one announcement, okay, talking about what we'll be going over this week and what are the graded assignments that you will need to do. So to access our class, we click on content. Okay, so under the table content, the entire course is already displayed over here by the and all the entire course divided by the weeks. So for any given week, okay, the way how students proceed in this class is for any given week. Let me just use this one for example. All right, so this week we will cover topic 8 through 11. So for any given week, okay, you'll be given a lecture handouts, a lecture videos, okay, and homework, and sometimes you will get a note taken. So what students do for every topic here is first print or copy down the lecture handout. So if you do have a printer at home, click on the lecture handouts, scroll down a little bit, click on download, and download this Word document and print from the Word document. Otherwise, you will see some of these weird symbols showing up. If you do not, well, let me see. Okay, all right, so here is the lecture handout in Word document, and you can print from here. If you do not have if you do not have a printer at home, please first copy down what's on the handouts, okay? And then use the lecture handout to watch the lecture video and take notes on the handout you printed or copied down. So if I just click on any one of these, like this video, okay? So as you can see, all right, the lecture handouts are blank. So whatever I wrote on the lecture video, you will just basically copy them down, take notes onto your lecture handouts. Okay, so if you do have a printer, print out the lecture handouts first, and then you can just simply fill it in as you watch the lecture video. If you do not have a printer at home, please copy down what's on the lecture handouts, and then write down all the notes as you watch the lecture video. So basically the idea is to write whatever I wrote, okay, to take notes. So in case in order to receive full credits, okay, I will actually be full credit for the notes that you took. I will actually read, make sure you actually write down what I wrote in the lecture video. Some topical homework has two parts, okay, a handwritten portion and a computer portion. So when students run into a topical homework that has both portion, I will need you to first print or copy down what's on the handwritten portion first, okay? And then open up the computer portion next. And you will actually go back and forth between the two portions to complete this topical homework. So the first question on the topic 8 homework, okay. Question 1 is actually on the computer portion, so you will enter your answer inside this box, okay. Question 2 and 3 are multiple choice. So question number 4, okay, saying that question 4 is on the topic, is on the handwritten portion. So all you had to do here is simply enter handwritten. Same thing with question 5, 6. All right. So when I enter the grades for the handwritten portion, you'll be entered within the computer portion. That's the reason why you need to put something here. Just you can simply type in handwritten. So let's go back out real quick. All right, so back to topic number 8. So right, for the the handwritten portion here. All right, the first question is on question number 4. All right, so computer portion has question one, two, three, and handwritten portion covers 4, 5, and 6. So when it comes to taking notes and the handwritten portion of the homework, please make sure you handwrite them. Okay, do not type your answers. Okay, I do not. You're not gonna get any. You're not gonna get full credit for typing the notes that you took or the handwritten portion of the homework. Okay, so just be aware of that. All right, let's go to another topic. So you can see it's the same thing. So topic 9, here is a lecture handouts, lecture video, right? Your handwritten portion, computer portion. And there's a Dropbox, okay, for the homework handwritten portion. So the Dropbox is simply it's just where we're gonna upload, okay, your handwritten homework, your homework handwritten portion. So it's looking for attachment. So once you handwrite the homework answer, okay, then all you have to do is use your mobile device and take pictures and then upload them into the Dropbox. So a lot of times students will take pictures on their mobile device and then log into D2L on their mobile device and then just go straight to the Dropbox and upload. Okay, so same thing here. So every topic, so for a topic that has handwritten portion and computer portion, you will always be given a Dropbox. Okay. Now every week, okay, students are required to turn in one topical notes they took. So this week we covered topic 8 through 11. So instead of upload all the notes from 8 through 11, I just need to upload one of them. The name of the Dropbox tell you which notes you need to upload. Okay, so for this particular week, you would just need to upload topic 9 notes. Okay, you see topic 10 doesn't have a note taken Dropbox or homework handwritten portion Dropbox. Okay, so a lot of students get confused here. So there are two handwritten assignment. Um, Yes, there are two different types of handwritten assignment. One of them is the notes that you need to turn in. The other ones are the homework, okay, that has the homework that has handwritten portion with it. So topic 10 does not have a handwritten portion. So all the answer will need to be keyed in, all right, on the, inside the computer portion of this homework. So let me show you an example of it. Okay, so a couple of definition here. Okay, and then multiple choice. All right, let me get back out of here. So let's go to a different week. Okay, you can see. So like if I go to like topic 23 to 25, right? Lecture handouts, lecture videos. This particular topic has both handwritten and computer portion. Then handwritten portion start with question 7. So question 1 through 6 is actually going to be on the computer portion. All right, and the notes that you took this week is actually topic 23. Okay. All right, now fast forward to June 29 to July 5th. So this is an Independence Day week. So there's no homework assignment due, but this is also a very good week to make up any missing assignment. So if you look closely, all the homework has a start date, a due date, and an end date. Okay, so please try to complete your graded assignment by the due date. Now, if you cannot complete all of them, you need to make them up, okay, by the end date of the course. Okay, you can make up any assignment at any time. You don't need my special permission. You just make it up. All right, but be careful not to pile up so many missing graded assignment because these assignment count towards your attendance, which we'll discuss it a little bit more in a minute. All right, topic 24, just got computer portions, okay? All right, so before I jump to the very last week, I do want to show you All right, under assignment, this is where all the Dropbox are located. The red access, right? Here are the notes-taking Dropboxes, and here are the handwritten portion of the homework Dropboxes. Okay. If you click on quiz, this is where all the homework are located. So is our syllabus quiz that I will go over here in a little bit. And the final exam is at the very bottom here. All right, and of course, the right access to your grades. Okay, just click on grades. Let's fast forward to the very last week. So the very last week of class, we will cover topic 34. Okay, so here are your handouts, lecture videos, computer portion and handwritten portion in your Dropbox. There is an exam review I'd like you to watch before you attempt the final exam. The final exam also has handwritten and computer portion. So if I click on it, start with question number 1. So I believe the final exam, all the questions are on the handwritten portions. Okay. And here is your Dropbox. And here is your Dropbox right here. Okay. All right, let's go over the syllabus real quick. So under the course information, all right, if you click on about your instructor, so my contact information is listed right here. Okay. We'll come back talk about the syllabus here in a little bit, but right above the syllabus, my contact information is also listed here. All right, information you need throughout the semester. So how to upload notes taken and homework handwritten portion. So this video show you how to upload, anything that is handwritten, right? You handwrite your homework handwritten portion and the notes that you take. Okay, so this video just show you one particular way. Okay, so most of the students figure this out pretty quickly as long as you use your mobile device to take pictures on the notes that you took or the handwritten portion of homework, and then it's fairly easy to log into D2L on your mobile device and upload, okay, and upload the pictures. How to use graphical equation? A lot of our homework problems has this instruction says use graphical equation to enter. So this video show you how to use a graphical equation to enter mathematical symbols. When I go over the syllabus quiz, I will also show you how to enter the graphical equation. How to view assignment feedbacks. So for any homework or note taken that you do not get 100 on, then I do provide a video feedback. So this video show you how to find those video feedback because the video feedback are inside your homework. So it does take couple clicks to find them. How to check for missing assignments. So if you do end up piling up a few missing assignment, assignment that is overdue, okay, this video show you how to find them. If you're a new student and never use student self-service or student NETC email, this video show you how to gain access to your student self-service and student email. So student self-service basically where a student can view their grades for the semester, see what classes they want to take next semester, your financial information, and all the academic, all the students' record is kept inside the student service. All right. The number one way we communicate, the number one way that we communicate with each other is through D2L instant message. So this envelope up here, if you click on it, you can send me instant messages or you can send me an email. If you do send me an email, okay, then when I reply back to you, it will go straight to your student NETC email. So that's why it is very important that you actually have access to your student NETC email. Now, I also you can also contact me by text message. Okay, I cannot talk on this phone number. Okay, so if you need to talk to me in person, just shoot me a text saying that please please have me to call you, and I will call you from my office phone number. All right, so this welcome to syllabus video is also uploaded here. All right, textbook. In this class, you will not need to purchase a textbook. Okay, we use open education resource textbook, so I do use this textbook for reference, but Generally speaking, every week, all you gotta do is print or copy down the lecture handouts, and then use the handout to take notes while you're watching lecture videos, and then complete your homework and upload your notes taken or your handwritten portion of the homework. That's basically all students do. All right, here is the requirement, technology requirement for the class and the academic integrity and use of AI. The use of AI is actually not allowed in this class. So if student does use AI to generate answers or arithmetic work, once you get caught, I will automatically give you a partial grade. Okay, doesn't matter whether the answer is correct or incorrect, it's automatically partial. And the reason why I know students are using AI because a lot of times the what the AI is showing does not pertain to what is being taught within these inside these lecture videos. Okay, so that's how I normally catch students. All right, so be very careful using the AI. And here is our netiquettes. You can read up on that. So let's go over the syllabus real quick. So let me go back up here. All right, so my contact information is also listed here, up here on the inside the syllabus. This is an online class. Oh, I mean to delete that. All right, here is our course description. So this course, you will learn all the algebra skills that you need, okay, to be successful in the next math class. Okay, I will check everybody's prerequisites. So what's required for this class is using D2L, right, our online management system. The textbook, I show you the link. Okay, you don't have to download it or you don't have to print it or buy it. Okay, you can just open the link, for your reference. A calculator is required for this class. So if you do not have a graphing calculator, you can actually purchase a scientific calculator for this class. If not, you can always try to download this app. Okay, this is the closest graphing calculator app I can find out there. All right, here are your learning outcomes for the course. So course requirements. So this is a recap what I already said. For every week, please print or copy down your lecture handouts. Okay. If you do have to copy it down, make sure you copy what's on the lecture handouts and also what I wrote in the lecture video. Watch a video and take notes on the lecture handout you just printed or copied. Complete both computer and handwritten portion of the homework. Submit a computer portion of homework and then upload the handwritten portion into the correct Dropbox. And of course, upload your selected notes taken every week into the right Dropbox. Here is our graded assignment for this class. So the homework, the notes, the exam all count for attendance. Okay. So a little bit more information about your homework. All the homework are already posted as I have shown you. The questions are on both computer and on paper, which is called the handwritten portion. So if you run into a topical homework that has both computer and handwritten portion, you are required to first print or copy the handwritten portion first, and then open the computer portion next. Once the handwritten portion is printed or copied and the computer portion is open, you will go back and forth between the two portions to complete the homework. After completing both portions of the homework, please first submit the computer portion and then upload the handwritten portion into the correct Dropbox. Both portions will be graded at the same time. So if the handwritten portion is not uploaded after the computer portion is graded, okay, then the grading of the topical homework is not complete. I'm grading both at the same time. So if you submit the computer portion but not upload the handwritten portion, then I can't finish grading. Okay. So I don't know why some students would just wait forever to upload the handwritten portion. Okay. So if you want to submit one portion without the other, okay, just so you know, yes, you do meet the attendance requirement, but your grading is not complete. So, so don't be surprised the grades are lower because the grades from the handwritten portion is going to be entered into the computer portion. Okay, so please remember to upload the handwritten portion right after submitting the computer portion. Okay, all the homework is only one attempt, and we do not drop any homework grades. All right, I showed you earlier where all the drop boxes are for the notes taken. Okay, so make sure you have to handwrite the notes, okay, upload into the correct note taking Dropbox. I show you where the final exam is. Okay, so the final exam is already posted in D2L. Please make sure you watch the 108 exam review video before you attempt the final exam. All right. So again, final exam also had, as I've shown you, has both computer portion and handwritten portion. So we will follow the same procedure as with the homework, topical homework that has both portions. Here is our grading rubric for the department. Okay, so for the arithmetic or answer for the answers of arithmetic work not entered or not written, okay, you're gonna get a partial credits. Okay, answers entered and or arithmetic work written but not pertain to the problem direction or the instructor's lecture instructions. Okay, then doesn't matter whether it's correct or incorrect, you will receive a partial credit. All right, if your answers is entered with inside the computer portion but not using graphical equation as instructed, doesn't matter whether it's right or wrong, you'll get a partial credit. I'm very big about student using graphical equation. Okay, so be very mindful. Okay, a lot of students grades suffers because not using graphical equation and constantly copy and paste um answers or work from the AI. Although my age is partial did. All right, here is our tentative course outlines. Okay, telling you, um, basically this is what the table of content is showing you too. Okay, what you need to do, what are the assignment, when it's due, and what topic is being covered every week. All right, so let's take a look at attendance policy. So this is attendance policy for no show. If a student does not complete the syllabus quiz, which I will go over here in a little bit, after the first week of class begin, then the instructor will be, then the student will be marked as a no-show. That just simply means you never show up for class. I need to remove your name from the course, so you're not going to be financially reliable for the course. If you do submit a syllabus quiz, then you are bound by the attendance requirement below. Students are encouraged to speak with their instructor for guidance if extenuating circumstances arise. To successfully complete this course, you must maintain a minimum attendance rate of 80%. That means you are expected to actively participate in at least 80% of course activity, including, right, the homework, the note taken, and doing the final exam. All right. So the attendance rate will be determined by dividing the number of activity attended by the total number of activities. Okay, so I do keep a track of every graded assignment that you turn in, okay, to make sure that you're not missing more than 20% of the work, okay, at any given time of semester. All right. If something happened where you got to withdraw from the course, okay, you can contact me, contact the enrollment center, or contact the student service, okay. We can help you. We can help you with the paperwork. So if you do decide to withdraw from the course, you'll get a greater deal before the class. If you have documented disability and require accommodation, please contact the Vice President for Student Service. He or she will provide guidance regarding to official documentation, okay, and or accommodation of needs. All right. Here's our academic dishonesty and honesty statement. FORPA, the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act, this federal law basically saying that the student's academic record is actually protected under this FERPA. So not just anyone can come up to me and asking about your grades or your attendance, okay? So it's actually protected. All right, here below here are different services that the college provides. So you can actually take a look if you need any one of these. All right. So let's go over our syllabus quiz. So syllabus quiz is the first indication whether students actually watched this particular syllabus video or not. Because remember, this whole course is lecture video based. So if you go to attendance verification or welcome week, okay, it's actually the same thing. All right, be very careful. Look at the dates. Our first week of class, we are starting topic 1 through 3 as well. as doing the syllabus quiz and introduce yourself. So there are quite a bit of assignment due just the first week. All right, so let's take a look. So question number 1 on the syllabus quiz. By completing the syllabus quiz, I acknowledge and agree that I am registered for this class, plan to complete it, and actively participate every week, and will adhere to the instructor's schedule as outlined in the syllabus. Okay, you can click here, say yes, I do acknowledge. Question number 2, I have watched One Way Welcome Syllabus video entirely. So a lot of students don't even watch the whole thing, and that's how I know they didn't watch it, because the answers on the syllabus quiz is all wrong. So if not, please click on this. Is going to be a hyperlink here where you can actually watch this video entirely. All right. Question number 3. Okay. Question number 3 has 2 parts. Okay. So a lot of your questions will have these instructions. All right. So this problem has 2 parts, and this question also have an instruction says, please use a graphical equation to enter answers. So to get to graphical equation, you click on the plus sign, click on equation, click on graphical equation. All right. So a lot of times students simply write down the answer before they enter it, because this box kind of covers the problem. So let me slide it over a little bit. So question number 1 asks, what is your best contact number? Your best contact number. I will need your best contact number for 2 reasons. Number 1, when students fall behind on the coursework, I will actually text you and then trying to figure out, if everything is okay. Another reason I will need your contact number is for future registration. Okay, so just kind of help it. If you're one of my advisee, I can contact you and we can see what class you would like to take for the following semester. So number 2 says the phone number you provided, is it a cell number, home, or work number? Let me know which one is which. And you click on insert. There you go. Okay, that's using graphical equation. Now, question number 4 doesn't have that doesn't say please use graphical equation, right? So you don't have to use it. What is the last day of the class? Okay, so please enter this answer. Our last day of the class is on Sunday, August 2nd, 2026, 11:30 p.m. So this right here is what I will be looking for when I grade your syllabus quiz. And this tells me whether student watched the last bit of the syllabus video or not. All right, the instructor will reply your detailed instant message within 36 hours. Question number 6, let me show you how to enter some of these mathematical symbols using graphical equation, okay? So let me click on the plus sign, equation, graphical equation. So I'm using a keyboard, okay? So I'm actually using a keyboard, so a lot of things I do, I'm going to tell you where to find some of these on the keyboard. Open, close parenthesis. So we're under the very first tab. Open, close parenthesis right here. Click on the outside of it. And then we'll press comma, enter. Open and close bracket is this one. All right, click outside of it, comma, space. Open and close brace is right here. All right, click on the outside of it, press enter for number 2. Open parenthesis and close bracket. Okay, open parenthesis is shift 9 on your keyboard, space. Close bracket is right above the enter key on the keyboard, comma, space. Infinity sign is right here. All right, comma, space. The next one is a union sign. Union means or, the word or in mathematics. This or that, or. All right, press enter. Number 3. Fraction, okay, when it comes to entering fraction, do not use a slash. I always count this as incorrect. All right, we have a fraction bar under the graphical equation, so please use it. All right, on the numerator, 3, letter X on your keyboard. Exponent is this one right here, squared. All right. You can press the down arrow key on the keyboard, or you can click down in the denominator, or Y, later Y on the keyboard, raising to the third power. All right, so the cursor is on the exponent, so you can use the right arrow key to move the cursor right next to the fraction bar, or you can just click on right next to the fraction bar. The cursor will get larger. See how long, well, the cursor will get longer. Comma space, x plus 1, whole thing squared. So I will start off with open close parenthesis, a letter X on your keyboard. The plus sign is right here, or on your keyboard, plus 1. All right, I'm gonna click outside the parenthesis and then exponent squared. So right now the cursor is actually sitting on the exponent. So I can use the right arrow key to bring it down, or click right next to it. Okay, so it got to come down. Press the right arrow key a couple times to make sure we came down from the exponent. Comma space. All right, the next one is 6x to the fourth. So that's number 6, letter x to exponent 4, right? Exponent's up here, come down, minus 2x exponent squared. All right, press the right arrow key or click outside of it, and minus 10x. All right, enter number 4. All right, number 4 is square root. So negative sign, right, on your keyboard, negative 35. This is a square root. Inside is a 2. So right now the cursor is inside the square root. So if I press the right arrow key a couple times, it will actually come out of it. And then minus 6 times square root of 2. All right, press the right arrow key a couple times to come out of it, comma, space. The next one is a cube root. So anything higher than a square root is this one here. So the index or the root is 3. Inside the roots, letter x, exponent squared. There you go. Okay, that's all it is. So thank you so much for watching the syllabus and the welcome video. So we will keep in touch throughout the semester, and best luck to you as the semester goes on. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions. Okay, thank you so much for watching.